back at the scene of Glenn's killing, a vigil tonight held in his honor.
What happened the past couple nights, something I'll never forget.
We're trying to create hope here in a community that's sad and scared, that there can be a better life for everyone. And I hope the best thing that could come out of this tragic event is that we could do something good and save some lives tonight.
Have too much spirit.
And folks still adding to this vigil here tonight. Candles and flowers are laid here for Brendon Glenn. Of course, many still asking for that video that the police has in their custody to be released as well.
What happened here should have never happened. I talked to Brendon's family today. Brendon's grandma, Annie, said Brendon called his mom every day, sometimes several times a day. Brendon loved people. He was a giver. Brendon's son, Avery Michael Glenn, is 3 years old. And every Sunday, regardless of where Brendon was, he got on the computer and he spoke to his son. He loved his son more than life. His mother, Sherry, is mourning and couldn't get on the phone with us today. His sister, Brittany, who's going to school in New York to be a social worker, is in shock. We are just so devastated by what has happened here. Brendon was in our drop-in center a couple nights ago, and he was working with Tim, our counselor, and some of the other counselors here in a passionate program about changing your life. And he was crying because he was upset, and he wanted to talk to his mom. And he walked down the streets, and 45 minutes later, Brendon was gone. We're only here today helping these kids because of the people that support us in this neighborhood. Irwin Hotel down the street, some of the residents. Tammy Pardee from Pardee Properties has been a longtime supporter and has taken more kids off the street than we know. I am so grateful for the support we get here. Tonight, we are here as a stand for Brendon's life, that we will do something good with it. Tommy Lasorda has donated 300 pairs of Skechers for all of the kids that are here tonight so you can have new shoes. But I'm telling you, I want you to take those new shoes and I want you to start stepping in a positive direction and change your life. Let that be the first step you take changing your life. Tammy Pardee has committed that any kid that wants to get off the streets tonight, she will pay for it. So you come to our staff and you tell us you want help tonight, we'll make sure you get it. We'll make sure you get it any day. But Tammy Pardee promises that she will pay for the rest of your stay if you come to me tonight.
They lit candles and wrote messages of love to Brendon on balloons that they then let those balloons go. They say they'll continue to fight for justice for him.
If you're here because you live in the neighborhood or you're a business person and you're looking at these kids thinking, you know, what will we do? Will we house them? Let me tell you, I was homeless and I was on the street. And I was 23 years old and I was addicted to heroin and I was prostituting myself to get food and shelter every night. A man saved my life and I got a grant to go to safe, sober housing and go to technical school for 6 months. I became an aerospace director at Northrop Grumman Corporation. I've taken in 32 foster kids, and we've saved 1,126 kids. So when you think of the cost of saving a life, $400 to save a life, but saving that life is like a rock hitting a still lake. You never know the ripple effect of that life that you save. So I'm telling you guys, I'm hoping to encourage you to please help these kids. Please help these kids get off the street and help them be a shining light in the lives of others.
Well, this was a devastating event that happened here a couple of days ago that took Brendon's life. My message to these kids today is to take what's happened with Brendon and create something good out of it, because Brendon was a very positive guy. What he would want for these guys, his friends, the people he loves, is to get a better life for themselves. So we're here to help them do that today. Anybody that wants to get off the street tonight, we will do that. So we're trying to create hope here in a community that's sad and scared, that there can be a better life for everyone. And I hope the best thing that could come out of this tragic event is that we could do something good and save some lives tonight.
Brendon was homeless, but he was also starting to make a better life for himself. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, Brendon, who was attending our purpose-driven group here at the Team Project on Windward Street in Venice. And the intention of that group is to look at your life and to reignite your dreams, what you wanted to do with your life. And we work with the kids to get them off the street and get them back to safe housing and get them educated and get them going in the right direction. So Brendon was here and he was working with the group so that he could better his life and start to move in a new direction.
You are an example of coming from the streets?
Yes, I'm an example of someone that was homeless and prostituted and then addicted to heroin who's turned their life around. And I have a beautiful life today, and my life is now dedicated to finding the rest of the kids that are out there on the street and making sure they have the same opportunity, because all it takes is one person to believe in you and a little bit of hope to get you going in the right direction, and we're here for stand for that.
I would come down here to the skate park, to the boardwalk. I would see him all the time. Every time I came here, he'd be there. And he was always happy. He was always happy. He was always the kind of guy that I'm going to be around.
I promise to keep your name alive, cause my days is up to you all night, cause you are the angel of all our life. And I just want to say, I love you, Brendon.
I want tonight to represent hope. I want Brendon, who's looking over us from a higher place tonight, to see what we do with this tragedy. And I want to do something positive. There's a lot of negative occurring right now, and it's important, you guys that are friends with him, that we do something very positive. We have food donated here. We have balloons. I want to write notes to Brendon, and I want to send them up to him tonight, okay? So all you guys that are friends with Brendon, please participate in this so that we can write a note to him and send it up together in balloons to heaven. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Does it look like in heaven? Is it peaceful? Is it free like they say? Does the sun shine bright forever? Have your fears and your pain gone away? Here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir. I hope the angels know what they have out there. It's so nice up in heaven since you arrived. Now tell me, what do you do up in heaven? Are your days filled with love and light? Is there music? Is there art and invention? Tell me, are you happy? Are you more alive? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on